Good day, everyone. My name is Apple Ursal, and we are here to talk about ethics and religions. So, ethics and religions are cornerstones in society. The importance of ethics is becoming recognized in all aspects of every life. So, ethics is a universal decision making tool that may be used by a person of any religious persuasion, including atheists. While religion makes claims about cosmology, social behavior, and the proper treatment of others, or etc., because ethics is based on logic and reason rather than tradition or injunction. If something is bad, ethics tells us that we should not do it. If something is good, obviously there is no harm in doing it. But the tricky part of life and the reason that we need ethics is that what is good and bad in life are often complicated by our personal circumstances, culture, finances, ethnicity, gender, age, time, experience, personal beliefs, and other variables. So, in other explanations, ethics and religion are interconnected disciplines that shape human behavior and decision making. So, ethics deals with principles of again, right and wrong, guiding individuals on how to act justly and responsibly in the society, while religion, on the other hand, often provides a moral framework rooted in beliefs, traditions, and teachings about divine or higher principles. But together, they influence cultural values, inspire personal integrity, and foster a sense of accountability. So, exploring the relationship highlights how ethical standards and can transcend individual beliefs while also being shaped by religious perspectives, and by that, this interplay is crucial in understanding how societies uphold morality and harmony. So, next, we are going to proceed on to slide 4.
The relationship between religion and ethics is about the relationship between revelation and reason. Religion is based in some measure on the idea that God or some deity reveals insight about life and its true meaning. These insights are collected in texts like Bible, the Torah, the Quran, and presented as revelation. So many religions believe that moral truths and guidance about life are revealed by a higher power like God or deities. These revelations are considered sacred and authoritative because they come directly from a divine source. They are typically recorded in holy texts such as the Bible for Christianity, the Torah for Judaism, the Quran for Islam. These texts provide instructions, principles, and values that followers use to shape their understandings of ethics, morality, and life's purpose. Aristotle said that cultivating qualities he called them virtues like prudence, reason, accommodation, compromise, moderation, wisdom, honesty, and truthfulness, among others, would enable us all to enter the discussions and conflicts between religion and ethics, where differences exist, with a measure of moderation and agreement. When ethics and religion collide, nobody wins. When religion and ethics find room for robust discussion and agreement, we maximize the prospects for constructive choices in our society. Aristotle believed that developing virtuous qualities like wisdom, honesty, moderation, and compromise helps us navigate conflicts between religion and ethics. When these two clash, everyone loses. But when they engage in open, reasonable dialogue, society benefits by creating constructive and balanced solutions. Virtues enable people to approach this discussion with understanding and fairness.
Eudaimonia. So the ancient Greek called it eudaimonia or happiness. It's because they believed that happiness was brought about by living one's life in accordance with virtue positive traits of character. So philosophers believe that eudaimonia is more important than traditional moral codes. Why? because a central aspect of ethics is the good life, the life worth living, or life that is simply satisfying to live with it. So, you might be wondering what are the traditional moral codes. So, traditional moral codes are guidelines that are based on the practice of one ancestor and are often passed down through generations. So, these are the compassion, the hard work, the gratitude, sharing, the respectful elders, and etc. So, for Aristotle, a happy life is one lived according to reason. It is either by spending a life in contemplation of things that do not change or living a practical life of virtue. So, eudaimonia is like our freedom. So, it is our freedom to choose, like how we simply live in our life. Immanuel Kant argued that believing in God and the immortality of the soul is essential for ethics, because it allows for the possibility of the highest good or the union of virtue and happiness. He said that in the real world, moral behavior doesn't always lead to proportional happiness, because belief in the immortality of the soul was based on the idea that the will must progress toward conformity with our moral law. He also considered the immortality of the soul to be an hypothesis with great moral value, but that it was incapable of scientific proof. Kant's philosophy was based on the idea of human autonomy, and that human reason gives itself the moral law. He also believed that rational human beings should be treated as ends in themselves, and not as a means to something else, and people should act out of respect for morality, for the sake of duty.
So next is, many basic moral principles, like the wrongness of murder and adultery, are shared by major religions and are seen as the foundation of our moral institutions. Religion is often regarded as a valuable source of moral guidance, making a strong connection between religion and ethics reasonable. The Golden Rule present in nearly all major religions exemplifies this link. Treating others as we wish to be treated leads to happiness. So, this statement explains that many major religions share some basic moral rules, such as the belief that killing, like murder, and cheating, adultery, are wrong. These moral rules are also what guide people's sense of right and wrong. Because religions provide these guidelines, they are often seen as a key source of moral advice. The Golden Rule is one example of this. It's a principle that appears in nearly all religions, which suggests that we should treat others the way we want to be treated. Following this rule, the idea is will lead to happiness for everyone. So the next is the inseparableness of ethics and religion. So some philosophical views argued that without God, there can be no morality. Many people learn ethics through religious instruction, and their moral judgments are often shaped by their religion background. Ethical beliefs such as wrongness of killing are seen as deriving from a transcendent source like God. Dostoevsky, character Ivan Karamazov, famously argued that without God everything is permitted, a view echoed by figures like Joseph Lieberman. Nietzsche also linked morality to belief in a transcendental realm, suggesting that moral values are rooted in the contrast between good and evil. So, this passage discusses the idea that morality may depend on belief in God. Some philosophers think that without God, there will be no true basis for what is right or wrong. They argue that moral rules like wrongness of killing come from a higher power. Many people also learn these moral values through their religious teachings, and their sense of right and wrong is shaped by their faith.
Ethical decisions are shaped by social, cultural, and religious factors, with each individual judging human reality based on their background, including nationality, education, and religion. So, religion provides a shared worldview and community that influences one's approach to ethics, while ethics involves making decisions that reflect and shape our character, requiring reflection, reasoning, and judgment. While we don't need to reinvent ethics with each decision, we systemize and share ethical insights to guide action. Moral norms are established for the common good and passed down like a family tradition, with a focus on values like happiness, community, love, and integrity. However, the social context in which we pursue these values is rapidly changing. In other words, ethical decisions are influenced by social, cultural, and religious factors that shaped by individual backgrounds like nationality, education, and beliefs, while religion provides a shared framework for ethical reasoning. In a rapidly changing world, ethical judgments help us navigate new moral dilemmas by applying core values like human dignity, honesty, and fairness. So, established laws often can't address every situation, requiring new moral considerations. Faith-based ethics and uses fundamental values to address contemporary challenges, drawing on traditions like natural law. While many daily choices are subconscious, and religion can influence decision making by providing a moral foundation. So, in stressful situations, people often rely on their inner values and morals. And religion, whether present or absent, plays a significant role in sharing decision and shaping decisions and guiding individuals through life's choices. In short, in changing world, ethical judgments are guided by values like dignity, honesty, and fairness, which helps new moral dilemmas. When laws fall short, faith-based ethics and traditions like natural law provides guidance. While many decisions are subconscious, religion often influences morality, offering a foundation during stressful situations. So whether religion is present or absent, it significantly shapes decision making and helps navigate life's changes.